Hey, it's Clay Trader from claytrader.com. One of the main questions I get about my blog and services pertain to the live chat room that I offer. And although not everybody phrases it this way, the drift that they're asking is, how are your services different than other services that are out there? So that's what this video is going to be about, just explaining and showing how we are different, especially when you consider, free live chat rooms and stuff like that. So that's going to be the point of the video. But before we even move further, just want to establish that, this video is taking place at this point in time. So up here, we're on the wallstreetjournal.com, Friday, March 14th. So I'm going to go ahead and refresh this page. So it was 131, now 137. So you know now that really is March 14th at 1:30 in the afternoon. You may be asking, what are you doing? Shouldn't you be trading? I am done for the day. I got my $500, and on a Friday, when the volume and market's kind of choppy, I like to adhere to the saying $500 a day keeps a day job away. So I am done for the day, so I figured I'd put together this video because as you'll see, this example really does do a great job of showing what sort of atmosphere and how the chat room, I really think, differentiates itself from many of the other places out there. So here we are looking at a chat log. What I love about these chat logs is it gives the date and time of every comment that was made. So you can see all these comments were made on March 13th. We just established that it's March 14th. So all this stuff happened yesterday as of the timing of this video. So what I want to point out is I'm not quite sure how you would say the name, so we're just going to call him Q. But Q alerted right there at March 13th, so yesterday, 9:32 a.m. So right at the opening bell, he alerted the ticker symbol WDAS. He noted some technical things that were going on with it, and then noted the volume. So 9:32 a.m. he alerted this ticker symbol. So let's see what happened following that. So here's the chart of WDAS. What I want you to focus on is down here, this little box that's moving around. It's going to show you the time whenever I move my cursor. So as I move it over, you can see right here, 9:32. See it change from 31 to 32. So this is right when the alert went out at 9:32 a.m. on 3/13/14. You can see the price was right here at 0065. So 0065 is when the alert hit the chat room. So let's start to see. And this is the 1 minute chart. So we're going to trace this minute by minute. Made a nice move there. Nice move there. And remember, this is the 1 minute chart. So this is... So check that out. And at this time, it went up and hit. So just a few minutes later, went up and hit as high as 0.015. So very quick move. Let's just, I'm going to speed this up a little bit. Little pullback there. Doing some consolidating. And then there it goes on its second leg up and went up and hit it as high as 0.025. Again, this is the 1 minute, so I mean, each one of these bars just represents 1 minute's worth of time. So although it looks like we've covered a far distance in time, this is still all the same exact day. So you can see pulls back again and then heads up and hits 0.027. So remember, this was alerted at 0063. So had you even gotten in at, let's just say, a penny, that's still over 100% gain, in one time frame. So here it is, scrunched up a little bit more. This again was when the original alert was made, and you can see, boom, very nice move in the same day, over 100%. Now this isn't really, now yes, these are the type of alerts that occur, and I think one of the big advantages of a chat room, because there's no way, you only have 2 eyeballs, you can only search so many stocks at once, but when you have other eyeballs and people alerting to what they're seeing, so Q alerted it down here, like I said, even if you were a little late and got in at, let's say 0075, 008, something like that, you can still see went on a very nice move. But that doesn't really make us different. All chat rooms, they proclaim to make, big alerts like this. So I understand that this really isn't telling you anything other than, hey, we made a nice alert and members had opportunity at big money. But this here is what I feel separates us from the rest, is Q. He alerted it, and then 10 minutes later, look what he's saying. May be wise to lock in some profits at 0.014. So he is just giving others friendly advice that it might be wise to lock in some profits. Now sure, it went up much higher than this, but the point being, how many times on message boards, or let me rephrase, if you've ever been in a free live chat room or been on the message boards, you really don't see too much of this. Usually it's, this thing's going to $1, this thing's, going to the moon, it's
the best thing since sliced bread. People are not saying, hey, you should maybe lock in some profits. They're trying to get you to buy so that you cause a price to go up higher and higher. There's no cheerleading allowed in the chat room. There's no pumping allowed in the chat room. And this is what the type of environment it creates. This is the type of traders it draws in. Pumpers, if they're not allowed to pump, they're not going to show up. And that's the whole, that's the game plan behind my live chat is I don't want pumpers. And they know they can't pump. So this is the type of traders you're going to get, quality ones that instead of sitting here trying to convince you to buy more and more shares when the price has already made a big move, they're throwing out that friendly advice that, hey, might be wise to lock in some profits. So just something like that, although it seems minor, if you have any experience on the message boards or on social media or chat rooms, you know what I mean when I say pumper. You know what I mean when I say people are running around usually trying to make things sound so much better than what they are, so you buy more shares and hence push the price up higher so they can therefore sell for more. But that doesn't happen here. Great example right here of, there is no pumping right here. It's good solid advice. Or I shouldn't say advice, it's just a good solid recommendation right there that it might be wise to lock in some profits. And that's something that you don't find in too many other places. So basic, yes, I know. Sure, WDAS, I mean, that was a monster alert, up over 200%. But this is what really caught my eye on it, and this is what the chat room's all about. Looking out, helping each other find the movers, but also not trying to, fool each other and trying to get others to buy shares so that we can then sell on them. It's a good team effort. Friendly reminders like this, lock in profits. It's just a very different atmosphere. So, if you're sick of all the pumping and all that stuff that you find in so many other places, consider joining. That's what the chat room's all about. Scanning the market, sharing with each other, but then also, not trying to fool each other, not trying to play games with each other, just keeping it real and, offering some good guidance like that in terms of always offering those reminders to lock in profits, because sometimes that can be the hardest part until it's too late. So if there are any other questions on the chat room, please let me know. I'll be happy to help and answer them. But thanks for listening, and hopefully this has at least persuaded you to read some testimonials and such. And hopefully you decided to join up.